Hello, everybody. I just wanted to come on here just to say hi, and I wanted to acknowledge to Cindy that I did see her lives. I usually listen to them twice, all the way through, just to see if I missed anything in the live or any important information. But I just want to let you know I did watch it. The one from today I watched, or I listened to the one from today. I'm going to listen to it again. I listened to the one, I think you made one last night or yesterday, but I was going to go live last night, and for some stupid reason, I decided to go out last night. So that didn't happen. I had a whole live planned. I was going to do a live and talk about what was I going to talk about? I think I was going to talk about what was I going to talk about? The younger generation and just everything that's going on in the world. Because obviously, what's going on in the world, we know is not good, right? But we all know everything has been planned in the books, in the Holy Bible. So we know that for sure. I just keep my faith in my Creator, and I know He will provide when His people, when His children are needy. He will provide. But on the other side, I just wanted to come on just to say hi, and I don't know if Cindy's going to be watching this, or I should say listening to this yet. But Cindy, I just want to let you know I did watch your lives, listen to them. Will listen to them again, as I like to listen to lives twice, just to try to get more information if I missed anything. So, hey, 4 people in here, hit that like button. Happy Tuesday. I hope you're having a good day so far. It is 3:16 p.m. where I am at, off work finally. Uh, and then I have somewhere to go tonight, so I will not be doing a live tonight. Hi, Robin 2.0. How are you? 9 people here. Happy Tuesday to everybody. Happy Two for Tuesday. Come on in, hit that like button, share the live, hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet, and we'll go from there, right? I hope everybody's having a good day so far. I hope you had a good day cleaning your son's house. Oh, that's nice of you. That is very nice, Robin. Hi, dog. Thanks for coming in. Hit that like button for me. Let's get the algorithm up. Okay, so I think I know what you are referring to, Robin. Uh, I listen. I would assume. I don't know. I don't know your life. I don't know Cindy's life either. But um, no, you're fine, Robin. I was just. I figured. I figured. But no, you don't have to apologize. It's all good. But yes, I did listen to that, and I don't. Like I said, I don't know people's lives. The only thing that I do that well, there's nothing wrong with living with your son. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. Heck, I still live with my parents. People make fun of that. I mean, not much, but I have gotten some shit said to me because still living with my parents. But hey, I work a full-time job. I make my own money. So, now if I didn't have a job and I didn't have didn't have money or anything, my parents wouldn't let me live here. No, not at all. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Heck, I know some people that, stay living with their parents for the rest of their life just to take care of them, and it's a good thing to have. You could get an apartment, but why? Oh yeah, that's just extra expenses and, you know. Sorry, I had to go shut something off. Hey, 27 people in here. Come on in, hit that like button. I hope you're having a good day. Just sitting in my room hanging out for a little bit before I have to go. Yeah, that's also a good thing about living with somebody. You could always half everything. Do this and then he'll do that, or he'll do the dishes and then you'll do the dishes the next day or whatever. We help each other. Who would watch his dog all day while at work, right? It's hard to find apartments when yeah, definitely. And there's like lots of apartments that don't um accept animals unless, or you could probably get your dog to be like a support animal and you'd be able to get uh an apartment. I have one and he has one. What kind of dogs do you have? I love dogs. We had a dog years ago when I was in school. Unfortunately, he only lived till, God, how old was he? I think, was he 3, 4, something like that. And we called him Fonz. That was his name, Fonz. I know, cool name. And he was a whippet. Okay, a whippet. Now I'm going to explain what a whippet is because I've had to explain what whippets are to a lot of people before. They're just like a miniature greyhound, basically. Very skinny dog, and they know how to run. Oh, yeah. Oh, he was a pretty dog. Oh, he was my dog. Because, uh, hang on, I'm getting distracted here. I'll probably have to. I might post a picture on here of him. He was a good dog. Loved to run though, but for whatever reason started taking seizures and the medicine wasn't helping him, and we just the vet was like, you can't let a dog live like that, because we didn't know, and we couldn't, live like that, unfortunately, because he would just have seizures in the middle of the night. He'd be laying in our bed, and they were bad seizures, and so it was best German Shepherd and Belgian Mel Malinois pit mix. My brother, he has a German Shepherd. I'll tell you what, they are very, very good dogs. Very protective, uh, very pretty dogs. Yeah, I love dogs. I like birds. you know, I like getting up in the morning and looking outside at my birds. Um, I don't like cats too much. I'm not much of a cat person, but my grandparents they always had a cat whenever um I was a young kid, when I was a real young kid. My grandparents had a big white cat, and my grandma would take it for a walk outside, and people would see it. They thought it was a little small dog, but no, it was a white cat. And of course, the cat's name was Casper. So that was their well, not their first cat, but their cat that I remember when I was little. And then in their elderly years, up till when they passed away. They had a calico cat. Um, and her name was Prissy because she was very prissy. She wouldn't let you pet her. She wouldn't let you hold her. She didn't like to be messed with. So, and she outlived my grandparents. She just recently passed away at age. She was 18. She was 18, and that was. But the funny thing is, when my grandparents passed, the cat went with my aunt, and and she was okay with me petting her and holding her then. So I'm thinking maybe as she got older, maybe she was just got more mellow. But yes, you do like birds. Nothing. Yes, exactly. I have a friend. She was on. We were talking the other day, and birds were chirping outside her house, and she was getting upset and mad. She goes, "Oh, these damn birds chirping, 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 waking everybody up." I said, "Yeah, that's nature's. That's how nature wakes people up. That's nature's alarm clock. You know." All right, going up to that question. Why is there a black only and logo? Because I do not have my camera on, so that's all you're gonna see is my logo. Casper and he. Yeah, good name, right? We have 2 cats. Oh, completely. Yeah, there's a lot of people, that I've heard of that are, like, very allergic to cats, but they have them. You just gotta keep up with your allergy medicine. We have 2 cats. Okay. Cats tend to live a while compared to dogs. One of ours is 14. Oh, wow. Yeah, and cats, they say, cats are I don't wanna say they're like, I guess they say they're smarter than dogs, but that's just their personality. You know, cats, they do whatever the hell they wanna do. They're not gonna do tricks for you. But I have known some cats that do tricks. So it's just that certain type of cat you gotta get. Best time, morning and evening, yes, because in the morning is when they get up around 5 o'clock, and then evening time around usually around 8 o'clock. You know, they feed before well, I wouldn't say 8 o'clock because 8 o'clock is usually when they go to bed. So around 7 or 8 o'clock, and then you still get a few stragglers here and there that stay up a little late. Foodist Beauty, hello, how are you? Anybody coming into the live stream? Come on in, hit that like button. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a good day so far. Everything's working fine. It's a nice sunny day out. It'd be a nice day to cut grass, but I didn't do that. Between my dad and I, uh, it's between my dad and I. We usually maintain our grass. Hi, Foodist Beauty. My granddaughter's cat does tricks. Yeah, I've seen like only a few because I know cats are very like my grandma's cat. They're very prissy, you know. And it was funny. She was funny. She was funny when she went. I don't know if this is TMI. This might be TMI, but when she went to use the litter box, okay, and when she would go number 2, she would face her so the cat litter box was right in front of the closet door in the kitchen. So, when she would do number 2, she would always face the door, so she wouldn't face anybody when she's doing the number 2. She would always face the door and would always look up, and that's when you knew, "Oh, she's going number 2." Circles, roll over, high five. Oh, wow. I remember a few times my grandma tried to get Prissy to like sit or I forget what she tried to do. Lay down, but I don't think she did. She she fed the cat morning, dinner time, or morning, afternoon time, and nighttime. She would get treats, and they would be like a handful of treats. And she got fat, she did, but she. Hello, food. Apologies. It's difficult to see on my phone. Yes, privacy. Yep. Hey, there's 9 people in here. Happy Tuesday to everybody. Come on in and hit that like button. Comment down below. We are talking about everything today. We're talking about cats, dogs, birds, everything. Just come on in, say hi. Hi, Foodist Beauty. Be sure to hit that like button. We got 5 likes and 12 people in here. Hit that like button up. Share this live stream if you'd like, and hit that subscribe button if you would like as well. Now, my grandma, she, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, that's not good. I'm too young for that. I thought yesterday was Sunday for a while. Oh, man. Well, that's okay, Robin. When you're retired, you don't have to worry about what day it is or what time it is, right? You just go with the flow now. I got probably like 25, 30 years left, which is okay. Got to work to get retirement, you know. I'll try not to. I will try not to. I've been thinking about getting like a small part-time job just to get some extra money. I mean, I'm doing fine now, but it would be nice to have some extra money to save up. And then, I see. There's another thing I wanted to talk about. I see these fully able adults that I know. Okay, I know these people, and I know for a fact. What are you talking about, Foodist Beauty? I have more videos I created. I upload. I have no idea what you're talking about, Foodist. You don't want to see and hear them? You don't want to see and hear my videos? Is what you're talking about? Feel free to unsubscribe. Money doesn't come in extra, does it? No, unfortunately. It doesn't grow on trees either. But anyway, as I was going to say, like I know certain people that they're very able-bodied. Uh, they can work. They're completely able to work, but they don't. And I can't comprehend how are they living, you know. And because there is people that that probably would say maybe around my age, and I will admit the work ethic is not as good as Robin 2.0. Like my parents' generation, your generation. The older generation, it just seems like now the younger generation doesn't have a, very good work ethic. Oh, I couldn't imagine, like, not getting up and not going to work. You get so used to it, and then doing it for 20 however many years I know you were there for a long time at the Bissell factory. Uh, and you do the same thing every day. My son works 12 hours a day. Took a long time to adjust. Oh, wow. So, does he, like, do, like, four or, how would that be? Because I know, like, back in last year in the summer, we did 4 10s, and we got off of, we had Friday off. 4 days a week. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, I tried that last year. It was okay, but the last 2 hours is, like, so long. You work, hungry reacts, you have a job? Yes, I have a job. Yep. Full time. I've been working full time since I was 18. Started out as when I was young teenager, mowing grass, uh, doing odds and ends, like helping people if they needed help moving somewhere or uh they t- they take volunteers for anything more than that. Oh yeah. Are you laughing at me, Foodist Beauty? You're on the internet, social media, lots. Well, I wouldn't technically say lots. I'm on it when I'm not at work. Obviously when I'm at work I cannot be on social media. I mean, it's a job. Started with the Grand Rapids newspaper route when I was 12. Oh yeah, that's cool. My father, when he was young, they I guess back in the day years ago, younger kids could get on a bus and go to, I forget, was it Massachusetts? Was it? I'm not sure. I don't remember. But they would get kids together and go on a bus ride to go to wherever they were going. They would go there for I think a month maybe, and they would work on the tobacco farms picking tobacco. What do you do for a living? Uh, Nothing important. Well, I don't want to say that. It's not worth saying on here. Maybe someday I'll say, but I'd like to keep my life private. I don't like everybody knowing my business. But nowadays, I don't think they even do that anymore. Cause shit, I don't even know what the actual age is to work. Cause if you're too young, I don't think. But I think I was around your age, Robin, when you started working too. I was probably like 12 or 13. I grew up fast. All right, I just it was just me, I guess. I grew up fast, and how I was 9 years old when I first had a cigarette in my mouth, you know? I remember when we were younger, the farmers would hire the kids to fill bags of dirt and junk. Yeah. Like I said before, these kids, nope, that's right. Now, I will admit, just recently, they just recently got rid of our paper route. Now they bring the paper in through the mail. So we get the paper later on in the day instead of getting it early in the morning because they used to have, obviously they used to have people throw the papers out their car doors and deliver it. But I don't know if they quit or what, and then they started mailing it through the mail. You're exactly right, Rob. And I was actually talking to a coworker today about these kids these days. I told him, I'm like, I tried to say, like, I don't know what the problem is, but then he said it's technology, and I'm like, yeah, you're probably right, because we were just talking about, like, just the way the world's going, and about how kids are these days, and he told me, he said it's the phone, electronics. You know, they give it's crazy. I would never give a young kid a phone now. I mean, I get why, I guess they give their little kids phones, but why not just give him a phone that you could just call and text on, and that's it. Has no internet, nothing. Just get a phone, a track phone or whatever for your kid, just for texting and calling, and that's it. But no, they want to give him an iPhone. They want to give him a Samsung or whatever, and that's why they get filled with all this garbage because they get these phones and they get internet with them, so they get curious, as kids are, right? So they get curious and they go searching, you know. And that's the thing too, Robin. Like uh, years ago, the mother was always home. The father strictly worked full time, and the mother was the homemaker. Or maybe the mother would be have a small part time job or whatever. But the full rule back in the day was the breadwinner would be the husband, and the mother would be the stay at home mom, and tend to the kids. But yeah, too many parents are going working too much, and my mom would say we have to watch them like hawks. That sounds like something my mom would say. Times have, yes, unfortunately. I'm talking like I'm only in my 20s, and I'm talking like I'm old and stuff, but I was raised in an old school family. Like I was disciplined, and nowadays you can't hit your kid. So, and I wasn't abused. I didn't, I wasn't I had a very very good upbringing. Yes, everyone needs, well, not even some it's not even 2 incomes anymore, Robin. Boy, it's more like 3 incomes now. I know people that work all the time, and they make good money, and they still can't get. Yeah, that is true. I realize that, cuz obviously, I have kids in my family, and so I pick up on things. There's so many things that I wouldn't do that they do. And it's like, yeah, they have no fear, you know. I thought when I was young, I thought I had no fear. Well, they proved me wrong. Oh no, not at all. Not at all. I tell you what, when I was in school, I was more afraid of my parents' discipline than the school's discipline because the school hardly did anything, you know. But when they would call my parents up, oh yes, yep, I would be afraid to come home. Hey, I can't say it didn't do me any bad, you know. It shaped me to be the man that I am today, right? Now, of course, parents always say, "When I was your age, my mom and dad wouldn't, oh, they always say it too. Back in the day, they had good discipline back in the day too, you know. They had it worse than, way worse. They had it in school, they had it and now if you hear about a teacher touching a kid or something, parents go flipping out about it and posting on Facebook and stuff, you know. Yeah, I was a bit restless, which I think is normal when I was a kid. I just I couldn't uh stand sitting in a classroom all freaking day, you know. Kids have to be kids. You can't have kids in the classroom all day. You know what I mean? Until they get older, go into the, junior high and then they go to the high school and I understand. But now, Robin, were you must have been an angel in school, huh? Yes. I hear a lot about the angels in schools. But I'll tell you what, he was a friend of my father. Oh, okay. All right. Hey, I'm not gonna make fun of that. And I'm sure you didn't. Actually, my nickname was Angel. Yeah, of course they have recess during elementary school, but that's only a half hour or whatever, maybe like 20 minutes or whatever it is. I don't know. I don't go to school anymore. I don't know how they do things anymore. I'm glad I graduated when I did. 10 years ago. Oh, crazy, I know. Then it turned to punk as a teenager. Yep, once you get old, when you get into that teenage stage, that's when everything changes. Yep. It's always something when you're going from elementary school into middle school and then into high school. It's crazy how you can change. Yeah, I was in elementary school, let's say 20 years ago, more than 35 years. I'm glad I graduated, you know. I didn't hate school. I High school definitely though, in my opinion, was high school was the best part of all of that school, all my school years. High school, I had fun in high school. You know? 10 years ago, I know, but it's just I can't believe it went that long like, that fast. It's crazy. I should have believed the adults when they told me, "You know, life flies when you get my age, when you get older," and I I'm biting myself in the ass now because 'cause I'm like, "You know what? You're all right about that. You adults were all right about that. Life is going so fast." And I told that to, I tell that to some older people, and they tell me, they say, "Yeah, it does. It does. As you get older, it goes fast." But if we go dig deep into that conversation, time is time real? Is there actually time? Right? When I was your age, it felt like a lifetime ago. So long ago, it's like another life. I just like, wow. I'm so closer to middle age than oh. Sometimes I don't like the thought of it, and sometimes I'm okay with it, but I'm already balding, so I kinda regret getting my hair cut short all the time. If you go into my videos, you'll see how short I get my hair cut, and there's a reason because I'm balding, but when I was younger, I also did that too, and I don't think I shoulda did that because I just when I went to the barber, I just said, "Cut it all off," and they would. Not all of it, I mean, I would have some hair still, but I, you know I'm old, you are younger than my young oh, wow. Nah, you're only as old as you feel. That's what I anytime somebody tells me that I'm old, I always tell them that. I said, You're only as old as you feel." And they tell me, "Well, if how old I feel, I'd be 100." There's nothing wrong No, it's just part of aging, but I did like having my hair. I don't know the correct term for it, but I know, the term that I was that brought up in it. They call it cowlick. It's, like, in the middle of your head where your I think it's where your hair starts growing, like, where you know, there's a little cowlick, they call it, and it's like a little twirl in your hair. That's where I started balding, and they say that's technically where you do start balding. When you get tired of it, just keep it shaved. That's what when you get yeah, I let it grow out and stuff, but on it doesn't grow out on top anymore. I, uh, I buzz it off anymore. I know some yeah, that's what I was talking to somebody the other day about it, and they said, I knew people back in high school losing their hair." So, it is, it's genetics. It's genetics. You have a nice round head. Yes, I do have a nice round head, and it's nice and big too, so I just I don't think I would look good bald. I don't think I don't think. My coworker told me, he said, "Just go like" he's bald, he just shaves his. He said, "Just be like me and just screw it and just shave it all." I'm like, "Yeah, but if I do that and I look in the mirror, I'm gonna, like, shit myself if I see myself with a oh, jeez, no. I don't no. No. Oh, call me egghead." It just grows on the side now, but I have been taking, uh hey, sorry about that, somebody was somebody needed me. What was I talking about? I hate getting distracted like that. Um, yeah, I am taking a supplement. Col I don't know how to say it. It's collagen or collagen or something. It's something like biotin, and if you read the bottle of it, the bottle tells you to take 6 of the capsules, so I do. I don't know if it's a good idea. I don't know. It's like a vitamin. I take my vitamins every day, so I take vitamin C and multivitamin, and then I take, that that supplement, and it says it's supposed to help with hair growth and with your skin. I'll be right back. Thought I forgot about you. I hope you're still here. Uh, I was actually downstairs talking to somebody stopped over and they were talking to me about some kind of capsule you can take for now this is what I was just talking about on my YouTube, right? That you can take for your hair growth. And he took it and he showed me pictures of what he looked like before and what he looks like now. I'm telling you, it grew. So he sent me a link, and I'm gonna try it. Hi, Danny. How you doing? I just came back from a very long break. I had to put the chat. I had to go on mute for a while and meet somebody. So I think Robin left. So let me see if I forgot. Biotin, awesome for skin and nails and hair. Yes, you're right. Yes. Uh, but unfortunately, yeah, that's what my friend was just here. It's funny because I was just talking about my hair on YouTube, and he comes over and says, "Hey, I just wanted to let you know because I know you because I complain about me going bald." And so he sent me the link to it, and I'm gonna try it out. Oh, there's a certain kind of color. Wonder. Okay, I'm gonna have to. All right, I'm gonna go check what I have downstairs. I think it's that. So, uh did it instruct you to take 6 pills, 6 of them a day? Because the what I have tell me, um, it suggests to take 6 a day. A lot of the ones they sell are only collagen 1 and 3. Oh, I'm gonna have to see what it is. Yeah, because I take that every morning, and I don't know, I'm just taking what it suggested. Maybe I shouldn't take 6. Maybe I should only take, like, 1 or 2. Because what could happen if I take too much, you know? I don't wanna. Oh. See, this is like a pill form, like a white pill. Huh, I didn't know you powder. Interesting. I do drink coffee every day, so I could do that, mix it in my coffee. But I'm gonna try what. Yes, it does. Yes, I do remember reading that on the, what was in there. I do read the drug facts on all that stuff. I don't like taking I don't I take vitamins, I don't take medicine at all. I hardly take Tylenol. Yeah, sure, yes, you can do that. Thanks, Danny. You can, put it in my post page if you want, or comment it or whatever. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Because I know if you take too much of one thing, it's not good for you, even if it's a, vitamin, you can actually, um, take too much vitamins. and I don't wanna do that. I take a multivitamin and a, vitamin C and then that collagen. I was actually gonna try, uh, I think they call it Nutrafol, but I talked to a few people about it, and I read some reviews on it, and it doesn't seem like it's too good. People keep telling me that I should embrace going bald. You're getting old, just embrace it, you know? It's like, ugh. There's nothing wrong with getting old, it's just the shock. It's the shock of getting old. I think it's I think it okay, that's what yes, that's what that seems a little like a lot though. But that's what it is. I'm just wondering how long it will take for me to start growing some hair. As of now, my hair is buzzed. It's not like I'm not bald now. I just have it buzzed. I have a little bit of hair, but I've known people that's told me, back in the day when they went in school, they knew people in high school that were starting to lose their hair. But what this thing is that my friend stopped over to show me is oh, I can't remember the name. He sent me the link, but he told me there's like a shedding period. I'm assuming your hair sheds for a period of time and then it grows back. So I don't know if it like I really have no idea how that stuff works, but you know, who knows? It might even shut my kidneys down if I take it. You never know. I think if it okay. Yes, my brother-in-law and his brother started oh, wow. I guess went back in school, I guess it was starting to thin, but I only had, like, 1 or 2 gray hairs. That was about it, so yes, definitely. I think they are, yeah. I don't like having long hair either, but I don't like going bald, and especially where I started going bald is in the middle of my head, so makes me look funny when my hair grows on the sides, and then in the middle it doesn't grow much. And my my dad always tells me when I let my hair go, I look like a dog with mange. So when he tells me that, I know when to get a haircut. Because I definitely don't want to look like a dog with mange. Now, I was thinking, just now, I have dyed my hair a few times back in high school, like the box dye and everything. And I was just thinking that could be part of the reason. Oh, part of the reason. Obviously, it's genetics, but that could be part of the reason why I'm going bald as well. Because you put that crap in your hair, and I don't technically think dye is good for your hair because it's not natural. It's all chemicals. But yeah, I did dye my hair. I was went blonde one time and then like real dark brown the other time. And that's what I did for a while. I just switched from those two. I would go blonde in the summer, and then in the winter I would go dark brown. If you can't if you can't get new growth, I'd just shave completely. Women find bald beautiful. Yeah, I know. That's what they say. That's what they tell me to do. But I I don't think I would look good being bald. I I really don't. Maybe I would. Who knows? So we talked about quite a few things today. Talked about dogs, cats. Foodist Beauty's back. Hey, Foodist Beauty. Sorry for the earlier when I left you for a little bit. Believe it or not, while I was talking about hair on my YouTube channel, um, a friend stopped over to show me what he takes for his hair, and he's been taking it for I think he said 6 months. No, what did he say? No, 6 months. And I'll tell you what, his hair did grow back. Now I told him, I said, you probably have to continue taking that for the rest of your life then if you want to keep having hair, probably. And he said, yeah, probably. Of course, I asked him if it was all natural because I don't want to take no pills that I don't need. But anyway, I hope you had a good day, Danny. It's very nice here, as I hope it is for you as well. The only thing I'm not looking forward to though is the humidity. I naturally sweat a lot without it being that humid, so the humidity kills me. And to top all that, my job is a physical job. Like, I don't sit at a desk or anything. It is very, it keeps me on my feet. So, hey, there's 3 people in here. Happy Tuesday to you. Boy, this might be the longest live I might have ever done, right? Let's get the watch times up. Let's see how much the watch time is go up now. Yeah, that's the crazy thing too. Yeah, hit that like button, please. Let's hit it up. We got 7 likes so far. And you lose all that cushion, being fat really isn't. I mean, it's obviously unhealthy, I guess, but it keeps you warm and you know. But I it might be the reason why I sweat all the time too. I mean, I'm not big at all, but I think judging from my size, I'm short. I'm like 5'3", I think. Yeah, or 5'1", 5'1", 5'2", maybe. Yeah, so around there, 5'1" to 5'3", and I weigh around like 180 some pounds. Oh, my neighbor's like that. Yep, I have a neighbor like that. I can't imagine to have my I couldn't imagine to have my air conditioner on in the winter. My, whoo, I'd be freezing. I normally keep my bedroom um cold in the winter because I like going into a very warm bed. And that's the thing too, Danny. I went to my doctor about it too, and he really had no explanation for it as to why I sweat all the time. I mean, I sweat a lot, and enough that it's noticeable, and I'm used to it, whatever. But when people come up and they see that, people don't like. They think it's disgusting, you know. So I tried to like, and I don't want to I don't want to take medicine. I don't want to do any of that because I heard I no, I'm not in for that. But I did talk to him, and he said there's really nothing he can do. Oh, that sucks. Aw. Well, at least you don't have to worry about using the AC too much, right? A dermatologist can put. Yeah, but I don't. I'm not. Like I said, I'm not. I don't like taking medicine. I don't want to go to a doctor or anything. It's an extra expense that I don't need, right? Do you have, if you don't mind me asking, Danny, do you have lupus? I'm assuming you do because you just mentioned it. I have I think that's what she has. A person in my family that has it, and from what I'm told, it's no walk in the park. It's bad. So I I'm sorry you have that, Danny, but you seem to be doing pretty well. I hope it's not as bad as what it can be. Oh, I'm feeling hungry. I do have lupus, but it's SCL subcutaneous, not the SCL. Oh, so systematic. So you don't have symptoms. Oh, okay, I see. Okay. Yeah, I pray for all people that have diseases like that. I just that's it's a lot. Like I know somebody that has oh I know I can't think of it. It's a lung disease. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. Uh yeah, I can't remember. But she has a disease. It's something to do with her lungs, I think. Um what the hell is it called? It will come to me eventually. But that's good. It's not killing your organs. Yeah. Aw. I'm drinking a Pepsi. Oh dear. I have lupus, fibromyalgia, oh my. Connected tissue disorder, lupus, anti-diabetes, piece. Oh my. Depression. I'm sorry, Danny. But the good thing is they have medicines that help with the with your disorders, correct? Yeah, Danny. I was just gonna say that. Like I'm not a doctor or anything, but when I read depression and anxiety, I thought of maybe because of all the other stuff that you have is causing you depression and anxiety. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. I get it. Now, did you have connective tissue disorder? I don't think I've ever heard of that. I'm assuming that's with the tissues not connecting right. Yeah, I know somebody that has fibromyalgia, and they say like their back. Oh, I couldn't imagine. Cystic fibrosis. That's what I is it cystic fibrosis? I think that's what my yes, I have heard yeah, I have heard of scleroderma. Oh, okay. All right, yes. Okay, that's makes more sense to me now. Yep, I've heard of scleroderma. I always pray and hope really hope to try to keep myself so yes, that's it. That's it. She has cystic fibrosis. She's had it her whole life, and I remember when she was young, um, and we had get-togethers or whatever. She would have to have a treatment, so they would put the mask on her, and I think it's the machine. I think it like um, it vibrates to I guess get the mucus all uh, yeah. But she's doing good. She's doing good. She's obviously she's graduated school and she's my age. So, but when you have those kind of diseases and stuff, you just learn to live with them and yeah, I get it. Yes, yes. That's what yeah, that's cuz it was a very loud machine and she would feel much better if I would come in and be with her um just to give her company while she was sitting there doing that. Most definitely, Danny. Most definitely. Years ago, oh man, they didn't have any of that stuff years ago. And I'm not technically, and I get pills are miracles because certain people have to take them to live, and I completely get that. I get that, but I am doing my very best to stay healthy, and yeah, I have I have sympathy for people like that. I know it might seem that from my reaction videos that might not seem that I'm a caring person, but I do have a heart somewhere. But when you have diseases like that, you learn to live with them. But like you said, thankfully we live in the age that we live in because, you know, yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, unfortunately, speaking of your health, I smoked. I'm a former smoker. I been smoking since I was young, but I do not smoke anymore, though. No. So, I mean, that isn't to say that how many times I go back and forth with all that crap. You know, that's okay, Danny. You gotta have some vices in your life. Like I said, I used to smoke. Heck, I smoke. I guess I shouldn't say. Well, obviously on my YouTube, I smoked a few cigarettes, but since then I haven't smoked. I go back and forth with it. I've chewed, I've smoked. Oh, Nick quit. Oh, wow. Good for her. Good for her. I'll tell you what, though, when I first started, like, when I first quit, okay, because I quit many times. Uh, I was 15, 16, and oh, that was hell when I tried to quit the first time. It was hell. But then after that, I can just pick up a pack of cigarettes and smoke them for a week, and then the next week not smoke them. You know what I mean? So I'm glad I can do that now. But when I first it was bad, bad. You know, you're against, yeah. I mean, you got to have some vices, like I said. Obviously, I do go out, and I drink once in a while. So the best advice I can give you, Danny, is try to, uh, if you want to quit, just obviously chewing gum and that, but distract yourself with something else. Like, if you know what I mean. Like if you think about, oh, I need a cigarette, I need a cigarette. Just go and write in a journal. I don't know if you do that, or go and get a straw and act like you're smoking it, because that's the thing too. That's the thing too. The motion of it and getting used to doing that is a habit as well. So that might help you. Okay, if you get like a straw and like, oh, I need a cigarette, I need a cigarette. Go and get a straw and you just smoke air, I guess. I had a friend that, I don't know what they're called, but she had a I don't think it was nicotine. I don't. Did it have nicotine? I don't know. But I asked her. I said, "What is that?" And she goes, "Oh, I'm just smoking air." I said, "What do you mean you're just smoking air?" And it was this little thing that you inhale, like a cigarette, and it just brings out like a menthol taste or whatever. Or I don't know if it has any nicotine in it. And I said, "So why are you doing that?" And she said, "So I don't, because she would vape." Unfortunately, I was a little bit of a bad influence when I was in high school, and I got a few friends of mine to start smoking, and yeah, I know, bad influence, but now she's off of them now. She hasn't smoked in a while, and I'm glad for that. I had a friend that used to put her. Yeah, yeah, I've heard about that too. It's just that motion of doing that. That's the habit. I can't stand the taste. No. I think honestly, in my honest opinion, I think vapes are way worse than actual cigarettes because you're not breathing in real smoke. You're breathing in vapor made from uh, chemicals and stuff. And I've tried vaping. I've tried that too. I like the taste of cigarettes. And that's why I smoked. Smoked. But like I said, you never know. I might pick it up again for a week or two, and I'm weird like that. Oh yeah. Probably tastes like you're inhaling a skunk, huh? I'm sure. I couldn't. I would never want to try that because I hate the smell of skunks. So yeah, that's the thing. Um, I know people who just smoke when they drink. Because when you drink, you get the craving of nicotine. So, but yeah, I can but I'm working now. I don't want to. I don't want to smoke. It's the fact that, in all honesty, I mean, hey, I get it. It's freedom. We all have our freedom. I'm not for, banning cigarettes. I'm not for that. I'm for freedom. Okay. And I'm glad people have the freedom to do what they want in America most of the time. Most of, you know, all for the good of the people, you know. I recently read an article, I don't know, was it the UK? No. I forget what country it was, but they banned cigarettes for everybody born on 2003 and after. So eventually there's going to be no cigarettes at all in that country. Yes, I agree too, Danny. I remember when I was young, some kid, he'd walk into a restaurant and they'd say, "Smoking or non-smoking?" Of course, we would, my family was not smokers, so we would go to the non-smoking section, and you could still smell it. Oh, that's another thing too. What I was wanting to talk about last night. When I was out, the conversation of banning smoking in bars came up because around my area, they bars are starting to become non-smoking, and people are obviously there's people that are not happy about that. So they're not going to go and not support the clubs or whatever that they've been going to all their life, right? And I just think that's a little ridiculous that people have to be like that. You know what I mean? Yes, they are. Yeah, I forgot what country bet was it. I think it was some country in Europe. Yeah. And I read the article like a couple weeks ago. Yes. I mean, they say secondhand smoke's even more worse than smoking itself. And when I do quit, and I go into a place or outside somewhere where people are smoking and that, I don't want to smell the smell of smoke. Believe it or not, I have been to a racetrack that obviously they're outside, but in the bleachers you can't smoke. They have a designated smoking area, and it's completely away from the bleachers. And I never heard that before, but that's pretty good rule. Like nobody's allowed to smoke in the stands. Oh wow. Yeah, I know people that do that. But aren't those cigarettes like? I'm sure they don't taste real good, do they? I mean, for that price, I wouldn't think they would taste good. Yep, people don't want to smell that, and that's right. And then there's people with lung issues. know. And that's the same thing when you go when you go to church. If well, it depends on how you were raised. You go into church and some churches use incense, you know, and people it's not natural for people to for your lungs to have your smoke, okay? Your lungs were not created to have smoke in them, all right? Obviously. So, we have a few like cigarette stores around here that have cheap cigarettes. I think they're called Cheyennes, and they are a cigarillo, but I see somewhere where they actually have cigarettes like reds. And I looked, they're only like I think it was a dollar $1.99, I think? Or was it cheaper than that? No, I think it was like a $1.99. And you buy them usually at these cigarette stores. Now we have gas stations around here that sell cigarettes, and they're the pricey ones. They're like the $10 ones, $11 ones, $12. Hell, I had a friend. He smoked. Well, I think he still smokes. American Spirits, and they're like, God, they're like. Last time I bought them was like, well, I didn't buy them for me. I bought them for him. They were like $12 a pack. I think they were 12 $12 a pack. That's crazy. I remember being young. Uh, they had Pall Malls or Pall Malls. They were the cheapest I think you could get, and they were like, I remember when they were like $5 a pack. And then there was a brand of cigarette that they don't make anymore. I remember, um, called Jacks, and I think they were a budget brand. I remember some person I knew, she smoked. That's all she did. Smoke Jacks. Oh yes, yes. Well, where I'm at, heck, where I'm at, uh, we're a taxed state. You know, we get taxed on everything. They tax, 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 and they raise it, raise it, raise it all the time. So, yep, makes sense as why gas is the way it is and cigarettes are the way how much they are. Taxes tax the hell out of you, and I'd like to know where all that money goes. You know what I mean? Because it's not going in anywhere in my pocket. That's for sure. It's going in somebody else's pocket. And if the government really wanted you to quit smoking, they could make it. You know, it's crazy. Yeah, gas here is it went down. Yeah, it went down for something. For is it 460 something? I don't know. Last time I checked, I will say California is will give California is bad with their gas too. They're like $6, $7 a gallon. That's why I don't understand. I know Canada. They're they're obviously their currency is different than ours, but th- they get there's a lot of money also in Canada where it's going. Well, the thing about California, yeah, too, is yeah, California. Um, California. What was I gonna say? Yeah, that's where all the rich people live. So not all of them, obviously, but yeah, that's how they that's how they keep that going there. All the people in Hollywood. And I know we say tax the rich, tax the rich, tax the rich, but we don't know how much money they put out. Also, I just think we just need to lower taxes. Have a flat tax, one tax for every person. Every person gets taxed equally. You know. The thing about it also is it's the rich people that have the stores that have all the companies that we're working at. So yeah, I'd like to be rich though too. Some people worked for it, and others they were fed to it with a spoon. Oh yeah, yep, it makes sense because yeah, it sucks that you have to go that far to go and to a different state just to go shopping though. Shouldn't be like that. But anyway, I do have to go. I have things to do tonight. So, Danny, it was very nice talking to you. Oh, no. Bez. I'm just going to say Bez. Good talking to you. And Dog 1516. Live later on in the day. And you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell, and you will be notified anytime I go live and I make a video. And hit that like button as well. All right. I will, as you as well, Danny. Thank you. Thank you. All right, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Peace.